Hello everybody, welcome back to Brooklyn's Library. I am your captain. My name is Brooklyn, and before we get into it, I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you want to be a part of this journey, then go ahead and subscribe. Like, it's for free. If you're not subscribed, you're fake. Today, we are going to be ranking book tropes. A lot of these are romance, and there's some that are not romance. So I feel like I can't properly say ranking romance tropes because some of them are not romance. Anyways, so I saw Lauren from Love Lauren do this, and I was like, Queen, I might have to step in and do my own. And she was like, period, as you should, Queen. And I was like, bet. Here we are. We're going to be going through the tier lists. Also, does this color wash me out? Be honest, and if you say yes, I'm not going to be mad. I feel like I love pink as a color, but I feel like wearing pink is not for me. I feel like I'm more of a red girly. Anyways, the tropes. If you guys don't know how to take a joke, you should not be subscribed to my channel, okay? Because when I say things like for the straights, obviously queer people can like this trope. Like, it's just a joke, okay? So the bottom tier is for the straights. That means that it's not for me at all. Like, I cannot. And then the tier above that is never heard of her. That's a lie because I probably have heard of her. I just haven't read any book that has this trope, or don't know of a book that has this trope. The tier above that is I'm open to it, which is I haven't read a book that has this trope, or I read a book and I didn't really like it, but I would try it again. So yeah, so basically that is direct. I'm open to trying this trope. For this one, if you have any recommendations, please feel free to let me know. The one above that needs to be done in a very specific way. And what I mean by that is it has to remind me of my OTP for it to hit. Or like things like it has to be like legal. You feel me? Okay, so that will make sense once we get to that trope that I'm talking about. Above that, under the God tier trope, is read before and would read again. That's what it means for that. And then the top trope, okay, I have to explain it because it's very specific. The top trope is Publix vegan chocolate chip cookie. Okay, let me tell you. So Publix is a grocery store chain that is in the South of America. And they have the best vegan chocolate chip cookies. I am against milk. I have to have vegan cookies if I have cookies at all. These are my favorite cookies, Publix vegan chocolate chip cookies. So let's get into these tropes. The first trope that we are going to chat to is bully turn nice, and I'm going to have to say that's for the straights only because I don't believe in this. No, thank you. The next one is emotional scars, and I'm going to have to say emotional scars. I'm going to have to say that's for the straights because I don't want to read angst. Because it hurts me and it makes me depressed. So the next trope we are going to chat about is slow burn. Slow burn needs to be done in a very specific way. And by that, I mean the slow burn. Okay, wait. Actually, read before and would read again. And let me tell you about that, okay? So a slow burn needs to have the payoff, okay? Like, we're talking horror, we're talking romance, we're talking thriller, okay? If you're slow throughout and then you give me like one chapter worth of payoff, that's not a slow burn, that's torture, okay? I need like good payoff. The romance is like amazing, like spectacular, never been done before, and the horror is absolutely horrifying, multiple chapters. A good book like this, I think, would be Slewfoot, because it's very slow and then shit goes down in the end. I would say Slewfoot's a slow burn. Anyways, that's my thoughts on that. Let's see, arranged marriage is for the straights, because I don't care about an arranged marriage. I don't want to read about an arranged marriage. I'm not interested. Secret identity. I'm open to it. I haven't read a book that had a secret identity that I can recall at the moment. I would read a book about secret identity. Priest is for the straights. I am not interested at all. That's all I have to say. Love at first sight. Me, when I met my wife. Love at first sight. Read before, would read again. Wait, have I read this before? Actually, I don't think I have read this before. I'm open to it. Friends to lovers. This one's difficult. Friends to lovers, I feel, needs to be done in a very specific way in order for me to like it, because I personally have a huge line between friends and lovers. Like, if you're my friend, that's it. Like, you're friend zone forever. The next one is musician and fan. I'm gonna say famous and fan, because I haven't read a musician and fan before, but I like that. Oop. Hello, where did I put that? Oh, I like that. I read before, and I would read famous and fan again. It's just something interesting that is intriguing to me, and it's giving like Wattpad, Harry Styles fan fiction stuff. Mafia is, I'm open to it. I haven't read a book that has any type of mafia situation happening, but I am open to reading about it. So if you're torn off relationships, this reminds me of Iris Kelly Doesn't Date, and I liked that book, but yeah, I've read before and I would read again. Nothing crazy. Sports is for the straights. I don't like sports romance. I've read sports romance that I have liked, though, but I will probably never seek out a sports romance. Everyone Can See It But Them. I'm going to put that in Never Heard of Her, because I don't really know what you're talking about. And I don't know a book like that. Dude in Distress. This language kind of pissed me off a little bit. Never Heard of Her. Like, give me an example. Forced Proximity. Is this Public Speaking Chocolate Cookie or Read Again? Yep, this is, now that I think about it, everything that I like is Forced Proximity. Fake dating. Now, this might be controversial, because I think fake dating is elite. Fake dating is everything to me. There is like nothing that fake dating can do that is wrong. Okay. Kidnapped. I have read something that's kidnapped before. Do I like it? I'm thinking specifically of like a fanfiction I read before. And I did like it, but that's just not a fair scale. Because, okay, it's gonna be Stockholm Syndrome, if I think about it that way. I haven't read like a book like that. I'm just gonna say like I'm open to it, because it really depends. It really depends. Okay. Age gap. Okay. Listen, okay. Age gap is for me. Age gap is for me. It has to be legal, okay? We're just saying it. It has to be legal, because there is just something about a MILF that I love to read about. I'm open to love triangle, because this is what I want. this is what I want from a love triangle book. A bisexual main character, okay? And she has to choose between a lesbian girl, or she can make queer, bi, like, I don't care, and a man, okay? And then I just feel like I want, like, the mess. Like, I want it to be extremely messy, and I want her to have to pick who she wants to be with. And if you guys know any book like that, please let me know, because I'm like, I've been thinking about it my whole life.
Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel.
Bodyguard, I would say I'm open to it. I haven't read a bodyguard romance before, but it sounds nice. Next we have Siblings Friend. This is for the straights only. I cannot imagine my sister dating one of my friends. That would be very awkward and very incorrect. I could not be friends with that person if they ever broke up. And Siblings Friend is just a no, hard no for me. Damsel in Distress. I want to say that's for the straights, but I'm also going to say I never heard of her because I haven't read a book like that. Work Colleagues. Work Colleagues needs to be done in a very specific way. Like, we can't have cheating. Pregnancy needs to be done in a very specific way. Okay. Amnesia, I'm open to it. I've read, not books, I've read a couple fan fiction that was Amnesia, and it really hit for me. However, I have not read a book that had the amnesia trope. There is one on my TBR. It's Forget Me Not. And I feel like that book is going to destroy me. So that's why I haven't read it yet. Otherwise, Amnesia. I'm open to it. Student Teacher. Okay. Hear me out. Please hear me out. Please hear me out. Please. It has to be of legal age, okay? Because otherwise, it's just weird. I read before and I would read it again. That's what I'm saying. Don't at me. Please don't at me, because I feel like, okay, you can at me if you want, I don't care. But it has to be correct, or else it's gross, and no, I don't support it. It just has to be correct. Like, I don't know how to explain. I know you guys are gonna give me some hate for that. Alright, Drunk Marriage. This is, never heard of her. Never read a book that has a drunk marriage. I don't think, would not seek it out. Can't think of a book that has a drunk marriage in it. Don't care.
And
Lovers in Denial. This sounds like fun. I'm open to it. I'm open to reading about lovers in denial. Step Siblings. Nope. This is for the straights only. Don't ever recommend me a book where step siblings get together. That's gross to me. Dark Secret. Honestly, Dark Secret, I feel like I've never heard of her. I have heard of her, 50 Shades of Grey, but 50 Shades of Grey did everything wrong, so. Orphan. Are we thinking like Harry Potter? I'm gonna say I'm open to it. But if this means something weird, like the child and the parent, that's for the straights only. But if this just means like a general bookish trope, like the kid's an orphan and then is like the chosen one or something, period. Revenge, read before and would read again. This would be in the God tier trope, but I'm thinking specifically of the Mindfuck series. That was a no from me. Opposites Attract, read before and would read again. Cannot think of exactly what I read, but it's giving very much I would love. And then Against All Odds.
What would you do if, when you're okay, so he said yes, would go? I don't know what you mean there, babe.
I never heard of her because I don't, like, I know what that means, but I don't know what you mean at the same time. You get it? Nobody thinks it'll work. Who cares? But this needs to be done Am I open to it? Never heard of her. Never heard of her because I don't care. Oblivious love sounds like pain for one side of the relationship. So I'm gonna have to say, like, I feel like it doesn't fit into any of these. It just sounds like pain. It sounds like something that I don't want to read. And I don't think I've read anything that had oblivious love, actually. So I'm gonna have to say never heard of her. Sleeps with everyone but you. Who cares? Literally, who cares? This is for the straights. Because if you want some of that, get some of that. You know? Grumpy Sunshine, I fear. This is God tier for me. This hits every time. Okay. Picture this. The mayor of a small town, and she's a bitch. And she doesn't like anyone. But then a golden retriever woman moves to town, and she becomes close with the mayor, and she brings out the sunny side of the mayor, who's a bitch, but then she's not anymore because she found happiness. I love Grumpy Sunshine because the person has issues. The grumpy person has issues that are unresolved and needs help. Not all the time do they need psychological help, okay? Sometimes they just hate the world, okay? And then it just takes that one person who shows them that it's okay and shows them their perspective on life. And antihero, and that's on period. I'm gonna have to say read before and would read again because I love that. She's giving Batman. Now, what do you mean there? Do you mean the person's gonna get back with their ex upon working with them? What's the tea on that? This is for the straights. I don't care. Insta love. Hear me out, and fight me on this if you'd like. Needs to be done in a very specific way, okay? Okay, they cannot lose their whole personality once they meet this other person in order for an insta love to work for me. And I really ate with that, and you can't say that I didn't. Enemies to lovers. Enemies to lover, shut your mouth right now if you have anything bad to say about enemies to lovers, because enemies to lovers, there's not a world where that does not hit for me. Enemies to lovers, the person loves you at your worst. Bet. Speaking of bet. This means that this is what I'm interpreting from bet, okay? I bet you $20 to ask this person on a date. That's a bet. That is very much for the straights. I don't care about that at all. Miss me with that. Small town. Love a small town. I love when there's like scenery too, and like, oh my god, yes, everything about small town is 10 out of 10 slay for me. For me, it's a slay. Forbidden love. Let me think about it. Vegan chocolate chip cookie is forbidden love. Yes. Let's take a screenshot and let's go over these tiers, period. On the top, we have the God tier. The God tier of the God tier of Publix vegan chocolate chip cookie, okay? And here we have forced proximity. Okay. Forced proximity when they warm up to each other. That's what I love to see. Fake dating, not a world where fake dating doesn't hit for me. Age gap, it has to be legal. Okay, otherwise, yes, we love MILFs in this house. Grumpy vs. Sunshine, and I will defend that to the end. I am a Grumpy Sunshine defender forever. Enemies to lovers, everything about enemies to lovers is correct. Small town, if you don't like small town, maybe you live in a small town. Forbidden love. The next tier is read before and would read again. Slow burn if the payoff is big juicy, correct, okay? The payoff has to be worth the slow burn. The payoff has to be worth the pain of longing, okay? Musician and fan or famous and fan. I like that. Sworn off relationships. That's interesting. I would read it again. That's obviously. Student and teacher. Okay, listen, it has to be correct. It has to be legal. Revenge. This would be in God tier. Revenge would be in God tier if Mindfuck didn't ruin it. Opposites attract. I like that. Read before and would read again. Anti-hero. Batman slay. And then needs to be done in a very specific way. Friends to lovers. Work colleagues. No cheating. Pregnancy. Listen. Has to be my OTP vibes. Insta love, it needs to be done in a very specific way as to where they're not annoying and lose themselves in the love. That is instant. I'm open to it. Secret identity, I'm open to that. I don't know a book of secret identity. Love at first sight. Okay. Mafia, haven't read, want to read, am interested in a mafia book, but it just like can't be very like straight. Kidnapped, I'm open to it if it's not weird. Love triangle, like I said, I'm not a love triangle hater. I just would like it to be good. Bodyguard, I haven't read a Bodyguard book. I'm open to it. Amnesia, I don't want to be in pain, but I'm open to it. Lovers in denial, I'm open to it. Orphan, if it's not weird, then I'm open to it. You know what I mean when it's not weird. Like the parents can't adopt the orphan and then get with the orphan. That's gross. Never heard of her. Is everyone can see it but them. I don't know what you mean there, babes. Dude in distress and damsel in distress. Drunk marriage. Never heard of her. Don't know what you guys are talking about. Don't care. Don't want to read it. Period. Dark secret. Honestly, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Against all odds, again, don't know what you guys are talking about. Nobody thinks it'll work. Who cares? If you want to, get it. Period. Oblivious love. That sounds painful for one side. Open your heart. For the straights. Okay, like I said, queer people can like this trope. I just don't. For the straights. Bully turn nice. Miss me all the way with that. I don't want that. Emotional scars. That sounds like too much pain for me to handle. Priest, no. No, never. Arranged marriage, don't care. Don't want that. Don't want to read about that. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. Am I sorry? I don't know. Sports, no. Step siblings, no. No. Siblings friend, no, thank you, please. Sleeps with everyone but you. Who cares? Like I said, if you want some of that, go get some of that. Working with the ex, no, I'm not interested at all. And bet. Bet. What did I say about bet? I don't know, but I don't care. So that was me ranking all the tropes of books. This is not all the tropes ever. I think this was a romance trope, and now I feel really weird about putting orphan there. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a like. If you guys didn't like this video, make sure to dislike it and send this video to your friends and say, I didn't like this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to help my channel out. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers, so I would appreciate it if you were a part of this journey. Yeah. If you want to not be fake and follow me on Instagram, hello. My Instagram is brooklinslibrary, same as the channel. If you guys made it this far, and you want to let me know by leaving a comment, I would take any of your book recommendations to, especially I'm open to it. Oh, and if you guys don't have anything to say but you want to leave a comment to let me know that you made it this far, you can go ahead and leave the strawberry emoji. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next week. And if I don't see you next week, then something happened and I wasn't able to get a video out. Don't be worried. That's not what I meant. It just meant that I ran out of time to give you guys a video. I'm sorry for scaring you. I'm gonna go now because, yeah. Goodbye!